So, hello, and right now we are in a different venue and a little bit quiet because there are people on the other side of the room. But, you know, I just really feel like making something like this today. And this is not something that I can skip. So, I should keep on making this, even though the situation is inconvenient. So, this is, you know, I am going to be really quiet because, you know, it's 12 a.m. and yeah, people are asleep. And also, there are people on the other side. So right now, I am just relying on this one. So what do I have to say today? Um, really, again. So I don't have anything to say. I still don't have that framework that I can rely on in order for me to be able to communicate properly. I mean, the way that I communicate right now, it's obvious that it is really strained and I have to force myself to create this. So it is not natural. And whatever it is that I am making, it is something that is you know, cultivational. By doing this again and again, hopefully I am cultivating something that I can use. And these videos are gonna help me someday. They are gonna provide a sort of data or something like stats to my portfolio. So anyway, our portfolio is as of now, and that's just the way that it is. There's nothing that we can do about that. And another thing that I would like to point out would be that I haven't really been thinking a lot about the future really, and we are scared that this is it. This is all that we are going to be doing. There is no chance for us to, you know, experience more out there in the world. And that sucks. It sucks not to be able to, experience, right? Experience what other people have experienced. That just sucks. So we really need to put in our A game. So based on my days counter, we only have 110 days more to try and achieve something. So what's crazy is that we had a million peso quota for this year. So I set a quota that I'll be able to make that amount in this year. So definitely it's harder than it looks like. No, it's easier said than done. I guess if I were to sum up the amount of money that I've made here is this year so far is just about 15,000 pesos. And it's already been 3 months and that would mean 5,000 per month. Just hello. So yeah. And anything else? What else? We are just relying on our what do earphones here. So we really need to buy a microphone for the quiet stuff. And yeah, let's just hit the daily quota of 10 minutes per day of talking and we can forget about all of this. We can forget about today, but I just really want to put an output out there. So even though it's not the best output, there are so many people who are more capable than we are. It's important that we should keep on dropping these sort of stuff. And yeah, I also look forward for tomorrow. I hope hope that there is something interesting that'll happen. Another thing is, I think that I should focus on what other people's responses would be, because I think that, you know, that's the best that's the best method that we've had so far. It is the method that has garnered us, a lot of returns, a decent result. So that is something that we should be looking into. I'm sorry, I'm being a bad teacher. So, well, you should focus on, the responses that other people give. Like, that is the framework that I I think that I've been relying on for a while now. Although we do try to branch out to different methods, it's the method that has worked so far. And that'll be the method that you should rely on. And another thing is, just try to focus on getting a response. And then I think that we should adjust the structure, the gestures that we we should adjust the gestures that we present to other people. Yeah. So I guess again that our points are very messy. In this video, we are all over the place. And we are all over the place. So we really can't turn to these videos for something worthwhile. This video sucks. This video is ass. And so on. That is what we are going to be improving. I keep saying that again and again, and we aren't really improving at all. And I just keep on making the excuse that it'll be better in time. But what if it doesn't get better in time? What if, really, this is the best that we can do? And that's gonna suck. So, it's that, we have no choice. That's just what, that's just the normal for us. And yeah, we should just keep on some of them. So, there is someone outside, which is interesting. Anyways, we should just finish this one for tonight, and then let's order something online, like a microphone. So, yeah. Well, I guess that I'll be cutting this one short. I don't really want that. So let's just let the time run and let's proceed later. But anyways, keep on going. Let the clock run out, and gosh, I'm running out of things to say. So they say do whatever it is that you want, but you have to figure out what you want first in order to answer that dilemma. So again, just random nonsense stuff. If you don't have an issue that you're focused on, then really we're gonna keep on jumping around from topic to topic. And that is what is going on with us right now. We are jumping from topic to topic, which just sucks. We aren't really good at these kind of stuff. Anyways, I guess that's a few minutes too close to 10, maybe 9 to 10 minutes now. So I'll end this one, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.